Welcome to 24-Hour Sports. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And today we will be watching a guy who I would consider a confusing prospect. So after watching this film, after this breakdown, I want to know what you guys think of Kayvon Thibodeaux. Where do you stand on him? Do you think he can become an elite defensive end? These type of plays are not going to work against Kayvon Thibodeaux. He has all the athletic tools. He's fast, he's quick, he's twitchy, he's explosive, he's everything. He's relentless. So when you pull your tackle on your guard, he's really just going to flow down the line of scrimmage. And a lot of times we will see something like this, a tackle for loss. But I don't think his play recognition is where it needs to be or where it should be at this stage in his career. And I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about with this next play. And right here, like I said, his play recognition, sometimes I just don't think he plays disciplined. And one thing about the read option, of course, you see when they put a tackle in their guard, you're wrecking their run game. So they're going to start reading you. The best way to block a guy, like I've said before, is don't block him. So this is what they do right here. And the key thing that Kayvon Thibodeaux should be focused on right here, you see the two hands on Taylor Heinicke's handoff. If it's an automatic give, that's going to be a one hand. But I'm looking at those two hands, and because I know I'm the read guy, I have to be paying extreme, precise attention to that. I should be right there, but I'm not. I lose my leverage, and then I lose my footing. This is another play where they pull the tackle in the guard, and Kayvon Thibodeaux just blows it up. I'm showing this play to show you where I stand on him as a run defender. I think he's a really good run defender, and at this point in his career, that is his best asset. That's where he stands as a player right now, a real good edge defender. I think he can grow as a pass rusher, and I'm going to show that in future clips. But right now, my thing is he's explosive off the ball. When you block down or you pull, he's explosive. So he's going to get a lot of tackles for loss, and that's translated from college. Interestingly enough, he's not really a heavy set built guy on the defensive line. We look at Kayvon Thibodeaux, he looks slimmer, but he's powerful. He's powerful and fast, and that allows him to make a lot of plays in the run game. Right here, this is my favorite play of this game against the Commanders by Kayvon Thibodeaux. But this is some of the things that we see with Kayvon Thibodeaux. His wins, whenever he wins, it's right away. It's right away. It's not really a arsenal or array of moves like we seen in my prior video with Aiden Hutchinson. It's not that. It's just burst and explosiveness off the ball. And we see before the tackle can really even get solid into his kick step, he's shooting those hands, shocking and hitting a swim move. And then it's just a sack. Once he gets past that, and once he gets past the offensive lineman, the quarterback doesn't have much of a chance. His pursuit and speed alone is it's going to result in a lot of sacks. His wins, they're right there. They're boom. Okay, so the scouting report on Kayvon Thibodeaux was always explosiveness, burst, freak athlete, high potential. That was always his scouting report coming out of Oregon. And it has translated what we saw at Oregon. We see tackles for loss. We see burst and explosiveness off of the football. But one thing we're just not seeing yet, and that still has to be refined in his game, is his hands, his bend around the edge, and just, adding some pass rush moves to his skill set. Right here, comes out the ball explosive. But when he doesn't win right away, it's a lost rep. He tries the hand fight a bit, but it's just not effective at this stage. And that's one thing that I believe he's going to work on. The coaches are going to help him with. And that once he gets that skill set with those hands, with those finesse moves, dominance. And I know a lot of people, especially a Giants fan, I like Kayvon Thibodeaux, but I'm just showing some of the things that can be refined that'll help him get to that next level. Look right here. A lot of times when he tries to win around that edge like we see right here, he gets too far, extremely too far up the field. And that's what we're talking about when we say bend. You have to be able to bend that edge successfully and get on that back shoulder of that quarterback, get you a sack or get you a strip fumble. And it wasn't too much. Like I said, the Commanders are a running football team, so I had to watch another game just to get a thorough, precise breakdown of what I'm really trying to see with Kayvon Thibodeaux, because it's a bit confusing. You can get confused when watching a prospect like Thibodeaux, but I watched the Cowboys and I saw some of the things that confirmed, what I'm thinking. Right here, this is a win against a tight end, and it's burst right away. Come off the ball, explosive to the quarterback. Not really a move here. Explosiveness. That's what I see with his wins. And it's not at an elite level yet, but this play gave me hope. This shows me that Kayvon Thibodeaux can become the guy that we all expect him to be. Look at how he rips and bends this edge right here. We didn't see a lot of it versus the Commanders, but right here, this is exactly what I want to see from Kayvon Thibodeaux. You don't get too far up the field. Once you feel like you're getting a little far up that field, you get some leverage, you hit that rip move, and then you bend it back inside. Now you're on that back shoulder. This is exactly what I've been talking about when I say bending that edge. This is teaching tape. Perfect play right here. Perfect example of what I mean, what I want to see more of from Thibodeaux. And right here, this is a great play to show the potential of what I think he can be. It's a good spin move. It's a win on a one-on-one pass rush rep. And more of this is what I'm talking about, what I want to see, that I think he can get to the next level, because I see it. I see the flashes. I just want to see this on a consistent level, adding that arsenal and that skill set, like I said, of elite pass rush moves. I said, it's on the coaching staff to help him reach this potential, because right here, back to the bad habits, getting too far up the field, not being able to really bend it around and get on that back shoulder, lost rep. But right now, my thoughts on Kayvon Thibodeaux, I believe he's a great run defender. Like I said, a guy who can get a lot of tackles for loss, dominate in the run game. He can get you a couple sacks just off explosiveness and burst. Somebody you really have to scheme against, because he'll wreck your game just because he's an elite athlete. But as far as refining his pass rushing skills, becoming a specialist, I think that's something that we have to see more of, and that will be a project. Next season, we may see him come more on after an offseason of working with the coaching staff, working with trainers, getting those pass rush moves refined. But right now, he's going to offer you a lot in the run game. Solid. I believe he can become elite, because I have faith in his athletic ability and the coaches around him to add that pass rushing skill set.